Okay, I couldn't pause my introduction and then change the view, so I had to start a new video here. So this is, I guess, the entryway here into Bolsover Castle. William Cavendish did, I guess, a lot of the work here. And what's interesting, it's not like a place people would live. It was more set up as a retreat. This building here is where they would train horses and do horse shows inside. So we'll walk over there in a minute. Okay, we're walking in these nifty red gates. This is called the Little Castle, I believe. And this tree is just wonderful in the middle of this courtyard. So that's the Little Castle. Over here is where they had a bunch of the kitchen and other places. I'm not going to remember everything. And then this long building here is where they trained horses inside and did horse shows. So we'll head up there in a minute and kind of look down the gallery. And then here's a bit of an overview. It's fine. All right, we're going in this places where there's horses here. So different apartments. Oh, cheers. And there's sand down there where he would train horses. So where you see fireplaces, these were apartments or rooms that people that would work for them would be. Got a lot of kids here today. And it's kind of interesting here is that we can go up a little further. See kind of a nifty view. You can walk around the walls there for Little Castle. Then coming right up, some of our taller friends. Good thing I'm short. I'm not going to hit these. But you can see a door on the other end. And you can look down into that area. So that's pretty nifty, I thought. Now we'll head out and look at some other stuff. Okay, so here's outside that riding school we were in. And then this is the terrace range that's no ceiling on it and all the floors and stuff are gone. So we'll look at that in a minute, but that's where there's a dining room and the king would stay. So a couple kings come to visit. You know, another view of the little castle. And this really neat tree, so kind of be neat sitting under it, I guess. So we will take a little bit of a walk and check this next place out. They've got a nice museum inside here, so that's kind of neat. But again, we can't get to them, but different rooms and things up top there. And then this is William Cavendish's crest up on top. But just looking at the size of this place is pretty enormous. And as you can see straight through, take a look there. But as you come in, this will be where the dining room was. So some of the back here. And then kitchens and stuff were over here. Kind of look down into it. So I always have to remember it's kind of neat that when you look down at something like that, wherever you see a fireplace is where a floor would have been. Just the high ceilings and thinking about tapestries and how it could have been decorated is pretty neat. Humongous windows. fireplaces. Some of the views they would have had. Probably a little painful heat, I'm sure. But the views out of here are really spectacular. Let's look how long this hall is. But if you're looking out the windows, you could see the whole valley below. And it goes all the way around, but this castle's up on a hill. Okay, at the end of that hallway, I kind of like the archways down there, and there would have been a floor here, of course, and probably apartments up here. And as you see some places up top here, people, I guess you could have gotten on the roof to see around. What's kind of neat is after this main door, up top there's a little balcony. We'll go outside and take a look at it, so people could have walked up there and really had a nice view. Okay, outside now, and there's that balcony I was talking about. I just think that'd be really neat. Nice trees. We'll see the little castle here in a second, but I'll go look in the basement here for just a minute. Okay, so walking back through to where this little horse training area is. I just think the perspectives are really interesting to see. Look at all where they would cook so many food, a lot of ovens. We're looking down from before on this side. Is there bread or something that would have cooked here? And this was probably divided into more than one room. When you see things together like that, there's normally something in between dividing them. So there would have been 2 or 3 rooms up there. And then even further up. So this is the other place we look down. So here are these arches, and looking up, but it's really interesting to imagine all the activity that would have gone on down here when you had a king or someone visit, and 14 ovens are working and they're doing, you know, humongous course meals and everything else. Alright, we'll head back up into the courtyard or over by the little castle. Okay, we're back on the outside of the terrace range, so there it is. Those little curved pillars are kind of neat to see outside. And that's the little castle. But again, look at the really commanding view. Probably better up there, but we'll take a look from this nice hill. things like that. We'll go inside the walls here. Okay, coming inside. That I thought was, very fascinating is that inside the walls here, because this place was for a retreat, you do plays and poetry, is that they built little rooms so people could contemplate life and relax or do whatever, but right into the wall. So all these have little fireplaces, seating places. Kind of a nice little fireplace. So you come in here, stoke it up a little bit, and relax within the wall. I just think that's fascinating. There's 3 or 4 of these as you go around the wall, and then it's the back side of Venus. Go up on the wall here in just a second. And then there's little busts inside. I think that's pretty cool. So there's some of those little rooms I was talking about. Little alcoves people could sit in and relax. I'm gonna head up to the stairs here. Heading up onto the wall. Cheers. This connected the two. It's really wide up here. The top of this looks maybe restored. It's awful nicer the rest of it. It's a rain gutter. So a really nifty courtyard down there. I guess I can imagine strolling up here. So there's the front entrance. Let's see. The Garden of Delight. Not really sure what that is. Guess I didn't see an entrance into that. Let's see. No idea. We'll head over here and see what we got. Okay, walked a little further over. Okay, you can get there from the first or second floor, whatever they're calling it today. A little far down. so really nice. I guess this thing lights up at night. Not yet. Well, that's gonna conclude my outward tour of the castle grounds. I guess we'll see what's inside next. If you stayed for this whole thing, thanks for the 15 minutes. Hopefully it was more interesting than my roundabout drive. And sorry, Amy and kids, that you can't be here. It would be fantastic. A lot of fun exploring. See you later.